This tutorial is about CSS padding. So over here I have created two files. This is the CSS file and this is the HTML file, and I have linked the CSS file in the head section of the HTML file over here, and this is the content that will appear on the browser. And all the styling part is done in the CSS file. So for the division, these properties will apply, and then I have also created separate classes for some of the divisions, and these properties will override the properties that I have written for the div element. So these properties will override the div element properties. So what is CSS padding? The CSS padding properties are used to generate space around an element's content inside of any defined borders. So on the browser, this web page looks like this. So basically, padding is the distance between the content of the element and the border, that is the black border over here. With CSS, you have full control over the padding. There are properties for setting the padding for each side of an element, and the properties are padding top for top, padding right for the right side, padding bottom for the bottom, and padding left for the left side. So I have used these properties for the div element along with the border shorthand property and border color property, and this is how it looks on the browser. The first box. Again, in padding also we have the shorthand property. So instead of writing 4 different lines for padding top, right, bottom and left, you can simply write padding and then give 4 values to it. So if the padding property has 4 values, then the first value is for the top padding, second value is for right padding, third value is for bottom, and the last value is for left padding. If the padding property has only 3 values, then the first value is for top, second value is for left and right, and the third value is for bottom. If the padding property has only 2 values, then the first value is for top and bottom padding, and the second value is for left and right padding. And if it has only one value, then it is for all 4 sides of padding. So this is how it looks on the browser. This box displays padding property that has 4 values. This box displays padding property with 3 values. This box displays padding property with 2 values, and this one displays padding property with 1 value. Then I have styled 4 divisions over here with these class names. And the 4 boxes that you can see over here displays those divisions. The yellow, blue, yellow, and then the blue box. The last 4 boxes. Now these divisions are to explain the concept of padding and element width. The CSS width property specifies the width of the element's content area. The content area is the portion inside the padding, border, and margin of an element. So this is the content area, and the yellow color is the padding and the black color is the border. So if an element has a specified width, the padding added to that element will be added to the total width of the element. This is often an undesirable result. So for the first box, I have written the width property and the width is 300 pixels. But for the second box, I have written width property and the value is 300 pixel, but along with that I have also written padding and the value of padding is 25 pixel. So that is because of the padding property, the width of the second box is now 350 pixels, even though it is defined as 300 pixels in the CSS. Now the extra 50 pixels is because of the padding, that is 25 pixels on the right and 25 pixels on the left. So the length of the padding adds to the width of the element. To keep the width at 300 pixels, no matter the amount of padding, you can use the box sizing property. This causes the element to maintain its width. If you increase the padding, the available content space will decrease. So for the last two boxes, the CSS code is this. So for the second last box, the width is 300 pixels and the background color is yellow. And for the last box, the width is again 300 pixels, but there's padding of 50 pixels. And I have also written the box sizing property. And the value is border box. So because of this, the width of the element will be 300 pixels no matter what is the value of padding. So if I increase the value of padding to say 100 pixels, you will see that the width of the element will remain constant, but the size of the content will decrease. That is, the content space will decrease. And if I decrease the padding to 10 pixels, the content space will increase. So basically the content space will adjust itself in order to maintain the width of the element, the width of the division. So that is about the box sizing property. I hope you have understood CSS padding concept. Thank you.